The marketing department. The marketing department must act. Okay, everything's been done. The product is found, the product is made, it's got to be sold. How are we going to sell that product? Okay, so the marketing department must be the guide, and it's going to lead the company and the other departments in developing products that will fulfill which is going to fulfill a need, okay, fulfilling and servicing products or services for their customers. Communication is vital. What is at the core of the marketing department? Communication. The core of the research department, innovation. Production department is, of course, quality, zero default. The core of the purchasing power is negotiation and cutting costs. Human resources, I gave you the 5 words. Marketing department, it's communication. You're going to communicate on your product. You're going to communicate on your service, finding ways, the best ways adapted to sell your product, the best channels of distribution, les canaux de distribution. Donc, channels of distribution and the best way of communicating. The marketing department is sometimes the same as the sales departments, especially in small companies, but it may not be, okay? So the marketing finds the way how the sales department does it, okay? Sales is often seen as the front line in strategy. The sales, what are we? We have salespeople, people that are going to sell what has been done. So they are the front line, and they have to be really efficient, okay? So the sales and marketing relationship, their marketing department's goal is to bring people to the sales team using promotional techniques such as advertising. They're going to bring advertising is going to be a tool for the sales department. Sales promotions, okay, they're the ones that define the sales promotions. Publicity, public relations, those are the tools for the sales management as defined by the marketing. Communication, public relations, that's usually afterwards, after the product has been sold, after the service has been sold, okay? It is responsible for communicating to the outside world, okay? It can be communicating on an innovation, communicating on a new strategy, positioning, okay? Giving the brand image, corporate image, l'image de l'entreprise, corporate image, which is really something at stake today. A lot of companies, for instance, wants to be positioned as a green company. Look at McDonald's. It's been changing its logo. It's been changing its furniture. It wants to be positioned as a green company. And part of the communication department is in charge of changing everything in the company to make it look greener. Even if it's not greener, it's going to look greener, okay? So it's communicating with the outside world, and it's also communicating with the people after they have bought the products to see if they are happy with the product or not. The administration, of course, it provides administrative support. It is the link, the web between all these departments, okay, such as typing, filing, administrative work, okay, not procurement. Okay, l'approvisionnement, it's the same in fact as the other department, but it's just another way. The acquisition of goods and services at the best possible total cost of ownership in the right quantity and quality at the right time, in the right place, for the direct benefit of use of the governments, the corporations, or the individuals, generally via a contract, okay? Procurement is, in fact, when you also want to, let's say, sell services to a government, sell services to another big corporation. You are going to find, for that specific contract, you are going to find the material for that specific contract, and you're going to sell to that specific government. It's not a sales open to everybody. So procurement, in fact, is via a contract from the start to the end. That's why it is different from the purchasing department. It is for one contract. So, in fact, the contract is going to come before. It's not going to come afterwards, okay? The contract comes before and not afterwards. And with that contract in hand, the purchasing department is going to work, the production department is going to work, the sales department has already done its job. Okay? So simple procurement may involve nothing more than repeat purchasing. Complex procurement could involve finding long-term partners, okay, usually for governments. You have the inventory management, okay, la gestion des stocks. Managing inventory in the supply chain is critical to ensure high customer service levels, okay. Of course, you don't want to have too much inventory, but you have to have enough inventory to supply, to supply your customers. A couple of years ago, and still today, the Japanese invented the just-in-time. That means they manufactured not before, but as, in fact, the orders came in, so they never had stocks. Of course, you had to wait a long time. At one point in France, you had to wait a real long time for Toyota. Why? Because of just-in-time, but also because of the quotas, okay? The Japanese practiced just-in-time, and France had put quotas so that there would not be too many imports of Japanese cars, okay? The just-in-time really saves on the inventory costs, but you have to be really, in fact, quick at production to satisfy your customers in a reasonable delay, a lapse of time. It is the oversight of materials. They're going to see what is in stock as far as materials are concerned, okay? Information and finances as they may move in a process from supplier to manufacturer to wholesale, la vente en gros, to retailer, le détaillant, to consumer. The inventory management has to see at every level, at the supply of materials level, and of course the stock level of finished products and the stock level that they're going to be able to give to wholesalers, that they're going to be make available for retailers. Okay? Big job, inventory management. Okay? Right. So there's also, and this, of course, is becoming one of the biggest departments today, the information technology. We've already talked about that. The IT is the study, the design, the development, and the implementation, la mise en œuvre, the implementation, support or management of computer-based information systems, particularly software applications for the accountancy. If you have to think about a lot of possibilities. If you work for, let's say, a subsidiary in France, in filiale, okay, subsidiary in France, and it is the headquarters are based in Germany, you're going to have a software that is going to be able to take into account the French accountancy, in fact, development, and the German accountancy development. And that is the information technology is going to work on software that is going to make it easy. For instance, this is just an example, that is going to make it easy for the accountancy department in France to comply with the tax laws in France, but that is going to be able also to report to the tax laws in Germany, okay? That is one concrete example of what the information technology department is in charge of. It deals with the use of electronic components and computer software to convert, store, protect, process, transmit, and survey or securely retrieve information. Okay? So it's in charge of, in fact, managing the information flow and having compatible software if there are people operating in different countries. Okay? Collaboration between departments and divisions is critical. Critique dans le sens de important, crucial. is critical for companies to use the resources successfully. And that collaboration is often thanks to the information technologies. Okay.